What makes Christina's story so special is not the miraculous healing, but it's the unfolding of her beautiful confidence in life itself. The way that she's learned to live life on her terms, with calmness and happiness, knowing that even unpleasant things she'll be able to sort out, and that even crappy emotions are going to pass, and pass easily. Her arthritis was so serious that she was hospitalised with it when she was 10 years old. Various joints were affected, fingers, knees, feet were all inflamed and swollen. The muscles became shorter and she could no longer walk properly. Her parents had her with some of the best doctors in the world in Germany. 4 years of cortisone and physiotherapy and other things that she can't remember didn't work. And when they wanted to inject her with a radioactive substance into the joints, she and her parents decided no, and took her to some of the best natural healers in the world, where she managed to reduce the symptoms even though she still had some swelling and discomfort and occasional dramatic flare-ups. Christina says that the biggest part of her time with us here at Rokeby was about learning how to quieten her mind and use her inner guidance system, with the horses providing a wonderful pathway for getting really good at that. Working the way we do, using our inner guidance system with our horses in a natural, automatic, everyday kind of way, creates a beautiful place of healing for both horse and human. Christina has just visited her old osteopath in Germany and received the joyful news that not only does she have no pain, no swelling, no inflammation, which she already knew, but she also has a strong immune system. A weakened immune system underlays her type of arthritis, and she has no arthritis markers left. I think you're going to enjoy this story. In order to go to university here in Australia, she has to pass this special English language test, which comes in 2 sections, and the first one was a verbal interview. Well, Christina's English is better than some Australians, so she shouldn't have had any trouble with that. But her nerves got the better of her. She's always had trouble with tests and exams, and it's been a great source of anxiety for her all her life. She had a terrible sleepless night, froze on the simple discussion in that first interview, and only passed by the skin of her teeth. When it came time to do part 2 of the test, she realised that for the first exam she had forgotten everything that she'd learned here, and that was unacceptable for the way she lived these days. So since she was already getting very nervous about the second test the night before, she did a quiet mind. A quiet mind is a simple technique that I teach for making it possible for us to hear and feel our inner guidance system so that we can use it for us and our horse's benefit. This is a very, very big deal. With practice, a quiet mind enables us to be completely in the now, with the answers flowing in the moment. And on the occasions when that doesn't happen, a quiet mind gives us a technique to use to understand what's going on and to release the stress and tension and upset wherever it's coming from. Do you get how big that is? What Christina understood in that quiet mind was that she had inherited this fear of tests and exams and pressure from her grandparents, whose very lives had depended on their success when they were under pressure in very difficult times for them during the Second World War. Strong emotions experienced under trauma affects our genetics, and we pass that genetic predisposition to our children and our children's children. So our grandparents' trauma can make us genetically predisposed to whatever that is, and to the health conditions that go with those emotions. But that doesn't mean we're stuck with our genetics. With the intense understanding and release that Christina experienced that evening, Christina understood that, unlike her grandparents, her life did not depend on these tests, and if she failed, it was no big deal. She could take them again. Now that's so logical. You could be saying, why is that such a big deal? But someone could have told her that every day forever. Don't worry, it's no big deal. And it would have had little or no impact. You must have experienced similar things yourself. It doesn't matter how sensible it is, what someone is saying, it has no effect on your stress. But when the answer comes from within like that, the problem it caused is gone forever. This is very powerful stuff. So simple and so powerful. She did the test, relaxed and cheerful, and passed with full marks. Christina's message to all of you watching this is, people put up with so much in their lives and they just don't have to. And she's happy to chat with anyone who would like to ask questions or put comments in the comments section under the blog on my website. For those coming to this as a YouTube, I'll leave a link to that blog underneath the video here. Not bad for a kid who was crippled with arthritis. Can you imagine jumping down like that when you arrived here early this year?